Peeps, welcome back to another whiskey video. Today, it's a little different. I have just purchased a couple whiskeys, and I thought it was a pretty good idea to kind of introduce them, or in other words, explore them. So all these I have not had before, but I've bought in the Glendronic 12, 15, 18, and 21. So keep in mind, I have not had a Glendronic before. Also keep in mind, they are sherry casked. So think of them as like a Macallan. So you could probably compare this to a Macallan 12. So a lot of scotches are aged in ex-bourbon barrels. This is purely sherry. And Glendronic in particular is PX and Oloroso sherry casks. To kind of go over what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be exploring the Glendronic 12. So the Glendronic 12 is sitting at 43% ABV. I have the whiskey poured out neat right here. Ooh, the smell is already amazing. I have an empty glass right here, which I shall put a whiskey stone in. And I have a glass with one ice cube. Starting to melt a little bit. And we have a mason full of water with a little straw. So basically we're going to be pouring the Glendronic 12 in all these containers and see which way I like it better and how these change the whiskey. This is also known as exploring. So let's get into it. First, we're going to try it out neat. You get some good cereal barley notes out of it. You do get the sweetness from the sherry casks. I would say a vanilla. I'm actually getting pear. That's interesting. Kind of like a spice from ginger, like fresh grated ginger, that spice. I'm actually getting a little bit of that. So overall, the nose is pretty amazing. Ooh, that is silky smooth in the mouth. So I do see it's natural cask imparted color, so they don't add any colors. I'm not seeing anything that says it's non-chill filtered. But the feel on the mouth definitely feels like it's chill filtered. But it doesn't, there's still plenty there to explore. You definitely get the spice of the ginger that I was smelling does pull through on the palate. You do get a rich oak note as well as the sherry sweetness. Going for a third sip. Just like out of Macallan 12, I do get like dark fruit on the side of raisin. I mean, I'm picking up a little bit of raisin on that. That is pretty damn good. We're gonna drop a couple drops of water and see how it affects the whiskey. So it is sitting at 43%, remember. So 1 drop, 2, 3. I'm only going to start with 3. I'm going to give it a quick swirl. On the nose, it becomes a little brighter. You get more of the oaky notes. I would say some of the flavors on the palate gets a little muted. I get a stronger raisin now. That's interesting. I wouldn't say it's bad with a little bit of water in it, but I prefer it neat. So let's get this ice cube. Shoot, I waited too long. So we have this ice cube. we're gonna see if it's even better on the rocks. Cheers. It's definitely more muted than just having it neat, but I can see having this definitely in the summertime. It's good. It's just very much muted. So if you're kind of looking for an easy drinker that's kind of cool, so during like a summer day, I'd highly recommend it. Glendronic 12 holds up to ice okay-ish. We have the ice cube. No, we actually have the whiskey cube. Oh my god, I spilt. Rookie pour. Ooh. When you evaporate the alcohol with your hands, friction, heat, it leaves behind butter. This smells like butter. Well done. Well done. I love butter. Butter's fantastic. All right, the nose is definitely just as strong as it was neat. So the whiskey stone, I just pulled it out of the freezer too. It actually didn't change the temperature of the whiskey by too much. It is slightly cooler. So obviously if I wait a little longer, it will cool down. But it doesn't get rid of the silky smooth texture that you have in your mouth. You lose it with the drops of water and the ice cube. It's definitely better with a whiskey stone. It will keep your whiskey while you're in the sunlight from getting too hot, which will evaporate the alcohol, because alcohol evaporates at a lower temperature than water. Science. Overall, Glendronic 12 is a solid dram. So if Glendronic 12 was a chicken wing, I'd probably relate it to a restaurant fried chicken with buffalo sauce. I think I've talked to myself long enough. May the roof above us never fall in, and we friends beneath never fall out. And we definitely won't as long as we're drinking whiskey. So, salute. It's good. And I think I actually like that better than Macallan 12. Yeah, I'm confident in saying that. Better than Macallan 12. Maybe it's going to be a video in the future. Who knows? Because a really hot day, you don't really want something spicy to make you sweat, you know? You're already sweating from the heat. Why do you need whiskey to make you downpour sweat? Look at Niagara Falls.